Welcome to Game Developers episode 5.
No, that's 4.
Damn it.
It's fine.
It's episode 4 today.
It's a month now.
Yeah, it's been a month of us trying to do this stuff and do it right, or not right at all.
And we still don't have any viewers.
Huh?
And we still don't have any viewers.
It's all right. At least we're still doing this. A lot of people have been like, it's been, 3 weeks and we got 2 viewers. We're done.
Yeah, that's true. We're still going.
We're going to keep going until we get 100 million subscribers.
100 million. Okay. PewDiePie has 100 million subscribers.
Oh, we'll never get there. Never mind.
Okay, so it's June 16th, which means in 3 days, The Last of Us Part 2 comes out, and it's been over 7 years since
It has been.
one.
I remember playing that game on the PS4.
Wow, you're bad. You didn't play it in 2013 then.
I didn't play.
So you didn't wait 7 years, but it's
No,
okay.
I didn't wait 7 years like you
That's
did.
me gatekeeping again.
Yeah.
but okay.
I didn't play PlayStation until the 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all those PlayStation exclusive like God of War, Last of Us, Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
I know. I didn't play until, just recently. But I'm so excited. Great game. I've been waiting 4, 5 years for myself. And, I pre-ordered the deluxe edition from GameStop. I still don't know what comes into it, but it's deluxe.
It's probably a bunch of worthless
Probably.
game items that you shouldn't spend $20 on. But
Like, oh, you want a new book bag for Ellie? Here, pre-order deluxe edition. You get day 1 instead of grinding for it. You should probably just hand it out to you to begin with. But yeah. But speaking of GameStop, I was started watching these videos on YouTube, and it was my experience working at GameStop. GameStop is the devil. Oh, everyone's evil there.
Yeah, pretty much every video on YouTube about GameStop, it's like, oh, it's a terrible place to work. Which is funny because you don't really see those type of videos for Target or anywhere else. I mean, I'm sure there is, but there's more abundance. I guess there's a bigger audience for it on YouTube or something like that.
And on YouTube, you probably have a bunch of people gamers and people who play that are probably oh, let me look up how GameStop is. I want to work
maybe it's
there.
a bunch of kids. I'm assuming it's a bunch of kids that maybe wanted to work there.
Yeah, it's usually a high school, college job, and honestly, you're just let me go see the reviews on this. And to be honest, some reviews do it justice. Others don't. I was watching one guy.
Well, so you're saying it's not as bad as people say.
No, it's honestly, I think this depends on who you are as a person and the people you work around. Because one guy that I was watching, I clicked on him one video for him, and every single video after that was just my experience at GameStop. I hated it, this and that, and then another video afterwards, another GameStop video about how his life was hell there, and he had 4 or 5 videos of just him complaining about GameStop. I'm like, why? Is this your clickbait? So I clicked on one. He was so angry in this video,
Like a genuine anger,
genuine frustration, anger. GameStop. One thing he pointed out was GameStop doesn't really aim to sell to usual retail people. In retail, you push a credit card. At Target, you're oh, buy our Target Red card and get 10% off your next order. But at GameStop, you already have that. You have the Power Ups card.
Yeah.
So this guy was so that made it different for us. So we had to go to anybody, even the little kids, and push the card. And I'm like, not once did I ever push to a little kid to buy a card. Because they're 10 years old. Hey, you want to buy a Power Ups reward card? It's only $15 today. Buy 2, get 1 free cards, coupon, stuff like that. Not once. His examples he gave were just astronomically not what I have done or my experience. So in my opinion, I think he might have either exaggerated or worked with the devil himself. Because
but then you would think that all of them are working with devils because literally every single, maybe that, I don't know.
No, because I also watched another girl and another guy. They were pros and cons. They were legitly calm about it. They were just this is good about GameStop. This is what's bad about GameStop. Loved it. Hated this part. There was times where I was just why? And there was times where I was oh, this is so awesome. There was different people just going off about different tangents. And it was all right, this is a good review. But that guy was legitimately pissed off with GameStop.
Oh, I thought most of them were really just upset.
That's what I thought too. I thought that too.
Oh, so it's just the one guy.
There's the one guy was just anger. And then there's probably more people out there because I saw another one. He had some bad stories. But I was just it's not that bad. It's just always depends on who you work with and your demeanor and what you actually do. I feel this guy was oh, I'm going to give into the corporate part of it and just push rewards cards and stuff like that. And I understand sometimes it was a story that he was getting like pressured by a district manager to sell to a bilingual person, not really bilingual, but like mostly Spanish speaking. And the language gap, like you can be like, oh, do you want this? But they're, they don't know what they're saying yes to. And then that guy was like, that's what I basically did. And she didn't know. So she didn't know it's a price hike. She just came in to buy a game, but I added the $15 worth of Pro.
Yeah.
And then she came back and complained. And my manager was like, oh, he'll be reprimanded. He'll be taken care of. And he was like, what? My district manager was right next to me telling me to go for her. And you're telling me that I'm going to be in trouble?
I mean, and just the thing about the managers, I thought my understanding was that most of the people that did the YouTube videos on GameStop were just saying it was like the worst thing ever. But if it's only one, then it's just probably their management.
It's just management. The only thing bad about GameStop is just getting yelled at by parents because they don't know how to take care of the kids. Because they let kids go out with random adults and be like, you sold this to my child. And I'm like, ma'am, our policy is you have to sell with someone above 18. If they came with a brother, friend, uncle, aunt, you have the permission from them. If it's not your child, don't let your child go out like that. That's probably the worst experience I have there. But then management-wise, I had my district manager would be like, push sales. You gotta sell this. You gotta make numbers. Because honestly, GameStop is different from most retail jobs. What retail jobs do is like, oh, just go there, get yelled at by the customer, do this. But GameStop was more like a car sales thing. Sell our product, sell the DLC. They probably don't want it, but just sell it, push it until they take it.
Is that what they told you?
Yes. Not like that. They said it more nicely. But
just offer them like the freaking season pass that gives them like
like the
2 extra freaking characters, models that doesn't matter.
Like anything, like let's say Spider-Man. Did they have a DLC?
Yeah, I mean it's a story DLC for the PS4.
Yeah. I think it had that. They're like, oh, you picking up Spider-Man today? Here, let me help you out. I get the DLC. It's $10 cheaper here than you buy online. It's like, do you anything different? Do you anything getting different? Like versus buying online? No, you just get $10 cheaper.
Is it really $10 cheaper though?
Probably not.
I don't think it is. Did you actually have to say that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming they don't have you guys lie, but
no, we didn't have us lie. The only time we lied was when they're like, "Oh, have you played this game?" And I'm like, "Yes," but yeah, I didn't play the game. I had someone else who played the game, like tell me about it, and I just used that as like, "Hey, this is what they said," but I'm saying it technically. Like, say you tell me about CS:GO, and some random person will be like, "Hey, you play CS:GO?" Like, yeah. And I'll just go off the shit you told me. Like, oh, I bought $20 of crates.
CSGO gambling.
And then that's basically my lies. I honestly, when it came to selling to people, I didn't lie to them. Like, oh yeah, you're going to get so much benefits off, just buying this DLC, or you're going to get like some random mystery gift in like the future. Maybe. But I didn't like lie. But this guy was saying like, oh, my district manager had me like legitly lie to people. And I'm like, why? This has never happened to me. This has never happened to any one of the YouTube videos I saw other than that. This guy was just, I think he had some personal vendetta with GameStop.
I mean, was he making it seem like it was against his morality?
Yeah, he was saying it's against his morality. But like, kid, you're doing it.
Yeah, you would think he would find another job after a while. But
you can't go against your morality for $8.
Subscribers from YouTube or something. He probably just like used it for more like content.
Yeah, I mean, everyone I watch are like, this is just like a high school summer job. And you will expect that. Don't put too much pressure into it. Don't overthink it. Don't anything like that. And it's like, that's true. I went to there just, for fun. I think I was in college or high school. I can't remember which one I was. Probably college. And I was like, I need a job. GameStop. I like games.
You didn't at the time, but now you do.
I like games like Madden and NBA.
Well, maybe they keep trying to push all the people because GameStop is...
GameStop's gonna go under soon.
Especially with the PS5 all digital edition.
Oh, that thing.
All the digital edition costs like $100 less than...
They were talking that, I think...
the disc, then like it's donezo.
Yeah, that's gonna kill revenue so hard. Because, I mean, all GameStop's sales are pre-owned games and pre-owned consoles. If they're not selling pre-owned anything, they don't make money at all.
I thought they made like 1% or something.
They don't. Most of their sales probably they make from. Yeah, they probably make like some percentage.
But like,
But think about it.
Yeah.
Everything. Their pre-owned games are hardcore. 100% theirs.
Yeah,
That's
because
all their
it's
profit.
their profit. Yeah.
Same thing with consoles and all that stuff like that. That's all profit.
So they can still sell the consoles, but other than that, they don't really have anything else.
No. And then they're trying to sell like collectibles, which
Oh yeah, they moved into a lot of collectibles now.
one day they'll start selling comics. They're gonna be start selling bananas, maybe some groceries in there. GameStop's gonna find a way, especially with Reggie. He's like, all right, guys, let's push this shit. They were talking about doing like some places do like card gatherings where you play like MTG or like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Like a tournament type of area.
They were thinking of that. And they were also thinking of like to do that for like legit like Switch games like Smash Bros and stuff like that. Like that'd be cool. Like if they had like that at the mall, because the mall is a pretty big location for a GameStop, you'd be like, oh cool, we're gonna have a whole location just dedicated to like tournaments and stuff like that. But that's never gonna happen.
I mean, there's a lot of places like that. They just go under too. Like there's like gaming lounges or whatever the heck you want.
Yeah, but
they host like tournaments and stuff, and like maybe like a name GameStop will make it easier. But then again, who's gonna?
The problem with gaming lounges is so difficult to do something like that because
With what?
the gaming lounges, like it's difficult to build a business off of that
Oh.
because you go in there, you sell these cards, you sell these collectibles, but most people are just there to browse. If they're gonna buy something, they're gonna buy something minimalistic, like a fucking pack. People nowadays just go look for their shit on like the internet.
Yeah.
Gaming places are hard to keep afloat. GameStop will go under just basically because they won't like conform and do shit like that. Now they're doing like delivery at door for Corona.
Well, they can't do anything. They're just. It's not even anything. I mean, apparently they do a lot wrong, but like they can't. There's nothing that they could do right. Unless if they completely change gears, there's no way. But that's just how the industry is going because it is about video games, and video games are just moving to a digital form.
Yeah, I remember before the Xbox Series X or the PS5, there was talk about like just digital consoles only, and I was like, that will kill every like gaming location ever.
Yeah,
and I
think the Xbox has a digital edition.
Does it?
I
don't think it does. I think the only digital edition is PlayStation.
Oh, I'm talking about the Xbox One.
One?
Yeah.
And the Series?
The Xbox One. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about it. I might be wrong.
I'm surprised they haven't done that stuff already.
I haven't been wrong, but I mean, you never know.
Okay, I feel like talking about GameStop is kind of beating a dead horse, so sometimes because everybody talks about it.
Stop it. It's dead. You killed it.
Kill it if you must. Let the past die. Kill it if you must. Even though sequels. Okay. And then talking about video games, Hideo Kojima is overrated. Do you know who Hideo Kojima is?
He did Death Stranding, right?
Yeah, he's the mastermind behind Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding. I don't know if he did anything else.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never played Death Stranding nor Metal Gear. I was gonna play Metal Gear.
I played some of Metal Gear and Death Stranding. I'm not gonna play, but and then he also had that fallout with Konami because Metal Gear is owned by Konami. So he worked with Konami, but then Konami just started like not caring about their video game section, whatever. Like they started making like casino machines or something. So then they just threw like all the Metal Gear. And then when Hideo Kojima left, they made Metal Gear Survive or something. It's like a
survival.
Yeah, something like that.
I remember that game.
Everybody hated it because it was like terrible and just like shitting on the name of Metal Gear. But Metal Gear is good or whatever. I played Metal Gear Solid 5. That game isn't even finished. The game isn't even finished.
How?
Like the story doesn't like end correctly, and apparently it's because this was during the falling out of Konami and Kojima, so they just let him go. And then Metal Gear. I played Metal Gear Solid 4, and then I saw like but before I played that one out, I saw like a whole like where the story is, and that story is the most convoluted thing ever. I'm not saying it's bad or anything; it's good.
How long is the story, like hour wise?
Well, the Metal Gear Solid 4 is mostly like it's like 8 hours of cut. I don't know the specifics, but it's like so much cutscenes. It's hours and hours upon cutscene. But like the games are good. Like Metal Gear Solid 5 is a really like good game, but at the same time, like I watched like numerous times how like the story goes, because this is like one of the greatest games series. People
Metal Gear?
hold it to like the highest of regard.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So I wanted to know what it was about, and when I was like, I rewatched multiple different videos, and it makes no sense. Like it kind of seems like it was just going along with what it was doing. Like the first one would come out, and then he would make the second one, and it's still going kind of smoothly. Then the third one would come out, and then he's like things are just getting like subverting expectations and all that stuff. But whatever, Metal Gear is pretty good. Death Stranding, that I saw multiple reviews and stuff on it. It just looks like a walking simulator, and I'm telling you right now, if Hideo Kojima's name wasn't behind that, then nobody would care about it. Nobody would care about it.
I believe you. I don't know who the guy is, but I mean, just hearing what he has done, I would probably be like, there's probably a fan base behind him. I assume. Am I wrong?
There's a big fan base. That's why there's people that just love Death Stranding. I think they only say that because his name is behind it. They can't do anything other Daddy Kojima. Nothing Daddy Kojima can make.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, your fanboys are always gonna be behind no matter how bad or good it is. Me to have anything where it's like gaming, music, movies. If there's a name behind it, someone loves, they're like, oh my god, yes, this is great no matter what.
Exactly, and that's not how it should be looked at. But I mean, I didn't play the games. I played a couple of Metal Gears, and it was pretty good. But at the same time, it's just like, just because he was once making great games doesn't mean that every single one of his games is going to be excellent.
Well, no, you can't have that. There's always going to be a fallout. If that was the case, every trilogy out there would be the best thing in the world. But, after a while, movies or games just start to be repetitive and kind of caca or trash.
Well, it's not even about repetitiveness with this. Death Stranding is different.
How so?
Bad.
Well,
because
just a game.
Because it's not Metal Gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. One day I'll get it for you and we'll play it. Maybe we'll rent it.
I'm never going to play Death Stranding with Norman Reedus.
The Walking Dead's also trash.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
I stopped at episode 1. But that's all right.
I watched a lot more than episode 1. I was actually kind of into it, but... So this is coming from somebody that, I guess, kind of likes Norman Reedus, and that's another thing, Norman Reedus, they're just adding actors on top of...
I mean, they always had actors. That's how they get most of it. Like, oh...
Kevin Spacey's in Advanced
Warfare. Never touched that thing. I remember I pre-ordered Infinite Warfare. Never picked it up. I was so happy.
It has Kit Harington in it.
I was happy never picked it up.
Jon Snow, the King of the North. All right.
It's trash. Anyways, segueing off that, you know what came out today? Dead by Daylight Silent Hill Edition. I ended up buying it, went for the DLC, spent $8 on it, and then I logged in, and there were so many cosmetics, and I'm like, goodbye wallet. There's so many cosmetics. There's 4 bunny suits for a killer. So what I started doing is start doing legendary skins. So it basically transforms the character entirely. So Cheryl or Heather, whatever the fan base wants to call her, it's just can be transformed to the nurse. And I don't know what the difference is. I haven't bought the skin yet. Probably will buy it later on today, not gonna lie. But I'm excited to start playing it. Streamed for a second. And I was like, no, this is trash. Never mind. But don't know how to play Kill at all. It was so difficult to learn, and people won't know how to go around him.
Oh, is he bad?
No, he's not bad. It's just, so one of his power-ups, he sticks his giant blade in the ground and lifts it up, and the ground just pops up. And you can injure survivors that way. But the survivors can see the outline before it comes up. So what you can do is just easily avoid it going to the left. But if you're a bad survivor, you don't even pay attention to it, you go down, which is what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for those bad survivors so I can get them down. People are smart, apparently. Especially the higher ranks you go.
I don't really understand anything of Dead by Daylight, to be honest.
It's okay, neither do I. I still don't know how to loop correctly. And I'll get shit on every day for that. So looping is just basically,
running around
and not trying to get killed.
Is there and you were telling me there's a big community around it?
Yeah, there's a huge community. That's bigger than I thought it would be. Because, to my opinion, Greg and I play all the time. And our meme is game dead. Basically saying that no one plays the game.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But know what game that is.
Yeah.
Or dead game.
Dead game.
Yeah.
And so we're over here in the lobby waiting for 5 minutes just to get into the game. But then in reality, I think it's just matchmaking. But it's a huge community, huge following. I was looking at the 4-year anniversary event, and like they made such a huge thing, and there are people like watching all over, and it's like, what the fuck, really? Where are all these people when I want to play this game?
Actually, no. Now that you talk about communities, it makes me think how all those games with all those communities will have how will they transition over to the PS5 and like Xbox Series X? Because like in the PS3, like a PS3 Xbox 360 game or era, there was at the end of the like the life cycle. That's when like those games started coming out. Like a lot of people. There's a huge community around GTA Online. I just found that out.
Yeah.
So that was like one of, and then GTA 5 came out on like the end of the PS3 and Xbox 360, and like they transitioned that over to the PS4. But like that was one of the few games that I can think of that did that. So now there's a lot. Now there's a Dead by Daylight. Now there's that Warframe.
Warframe. They're doing Skyrim. They put Skyrim in every console possible.
Skyrim is not
community based, but still they're over here just transitioning games like that. I mean, I think it really depends. Call of Duty is always going to have a community, and it's always going to be transferable.
No, I'm talking about the games that are staying the same. Like there's not going to be a Dead by Daylight 2 as far as I
no, probably not. This probably is, they just continue doing.
What I want to know is like, are they just going to update the visuals or whatever?
Yeah. So during the anniversary, they were talking about updates and graphics and different things you're going to do. So what you're going to do for this year is you're going to like do a whole overcharge on the graphic update, and they showed some like concept art, and I think it looks a lot better. It's probably going to kill my laptop when it comes out. But then I go buy a PC like a normal person. But they're going to do that. They add chapters. So every chapter, there's like a new killer. It's a new survivor, new map, new stuff like that. It's just like add-ons to the games and DLCs. That's what they do a lot of things. Like Overwatch does that too.
Yeah, they don't make new games anymore. They just update on the current
one. So like GTA came out, 2013?
Yeah.
And it's been...
Another release enough for the PS5.
Yeah.
There's no GTA 6 gonna come out at it.
No. You know how many games came out for GTA within like the time span of this from like 13 to 20? Like what, 8 years? 7 years?
No, only one.
No, I meant like GTA this like before GTA 5.
Oh, like the 7 years before 2013.
Yeah. So like you had Vice City, not Vice City, you had Liberty City. You had what game came out? 4 came out
for
with Nico.
Maybe San Andreas came out at that time.
Yeah, this is like 20
like GTA 5. Okay, so 2013, so it's 2012, 2011, 2010.
It's like 7-8 years. So I mean, within the time period from like 2013 to 2020, you had one GTA game, but prior to that, you had multiple GTA games.
Yeah, exactly. They just kept making new ones.
Yeah.
But now they just have their cash cow because people keep playing it. People keep buying their shark cards. People,
oh my god,
they're making so much more money on the online and now like the Red Dead Redemption 2 is not nearly as like when it came out it sold well and everything, but if you look at it, the community is not nearly as big as GTA, so maybe they won't even make another freaking Red Dead game. And also Valve, do you know Valve is they own Steam?
Yeah.
And they made like Half-Life. Like why now they're getting so much revenue from Steam that what the heck is the point of them making a Half-Life 3? They finally came out with Half-Life Alyx like 12 years or something after Half-Life 2 episode 2.
You have a cash cow like that, what's the point? Like, why are you going to do something for like Steam? You can just go over here and just make all your money off Steam. There's no need to make a new game. No need to do any of that because you're already making your goal as a business is to increase profits and revenue. There's no reason to be like, hey, let's go spend more money to do this when we're already making money. Let's just continue making money without spending money.
Exactly. They update it, and like it's the only way to combat it is if people don't play it, but nobody's not gonna play it.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna get GTA 5 for 3 console generations because they already have the people.
You're gonna have GTA 5
There's never
forever.
Gonna be a Dead by Daylight 2. I don't think there's gonna be a new Counter-Strike, to be completely honest. They could just keep updating CS:GO.
Overwatch 2 though.
Overwatch, no, that's not a new game. That's only the single player story.
Oh yeah, good point.
So it's still gonna be the same multiplayer. They want to make a new game, but it's not really.
Yeah, because everything you do on Overwatch right now is gonna be able to transfer over to Overwatch 2.
But it's the multiplayer is the same though.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like it's
that's not transferring over. It's the same thing.
No.
Then what is it?
It's not the same thing entirely. I'm saying that you can still play the campaign, and the campaign will still be there. This you have an add-on basically, but you still the multiplayer can be transferred on. I'm getting what you're saying, but no.
How's it Okay, so it's different then.
Yes.
The multiplayer is different.
No.
Then what is there being transferred?
Everything from Overwatch.
Okay, now I'm just thinking of like you're basically talking about Halo 3 ODST. Halo 3 came out and it's got the multiplayer campaign. Halo 3 ODST came out with a new campaign. It still played the Halo 3 multiplayer. Is that what this is?
I think so.
Then there's no transferring. I can log into my Overwatch account that I have, my Blizzard, and then play with the Overwatch 2. There's no transferring going on. It's the same game.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you have games like that are always going to be like that. No matter what, we're never going to get anything new. It's just developers, not people, are always going to keep on adding new and new stuff to it instead of making a whole new game.
A lot of games nowadays are kind of trash too. Like Anthem.
Oh, yeah.
Anthem. And then all those overhyped games. I mean, Assassin's Creed. I'm sure it's going to be good. Is it really going to be that much different? Probably not.
It's not. It's like the 2Ks. Like, oh, stab people, do this, do that. It's just overplayed and it's dead.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like you said, the Skyrim thing, they're not going to make another Elder Scrolls. Well, they are. They're announcing Elder Scrolls 6. They already announced Elder Scrolls 6, but who knows when that's coming out. Oh, and then now that Fallout 76, people play Fallout 76. That's another community that's actually like kind of there. And it's gotten better now with the update that I got. But like still, what does that mean? There's not going to be another. There's probably not going to be another Fallout for a while because Elder Scrolls, they got to release Starfield, whenever that's going to happen, and then they're going to release probably 2021. Then Elder Scrolls 6 probably like 2 years later at the earliest, and then another. Who knows when they're going to make it? If Fallout 76 keeps getting that fan base, like, oh, that's our Fallout.
Yeah, there's. I mean, in all entirely, it can't be too bad for the fan base as well. I mean, the only bad part I see for the fan base, like community, is waiting eons for a new game. And a lot of people want a new game, but other times when it comes to like games that have just been overplayed, you're like, all right, this is okay.
It's just nice to see different things.
It is.
And like you can tell that it's just like the cheap way out. The biggest one is, I mean, some of them are like Dead by Daylight. That's not that big of a deal because like you can kind of keep that game.
Dead by Daylight has no single player at all.
It's kind of like a Minecraft type of thing. Yeah, exactly. GTA is just like,
GTA.
We need a new. I don't even like GTA really that much, but like people want a new one to play the new story. People or the like new technology because that GTA 5 was developed with the PS3 and Xbox 360 in mind. So like it was trying to like. Now they can do so much more with this new stuff, but like, oh no, why?
No, just update it. Update with new cars, update with new features, new guns, new thing like that. That's all you gotta do for these games is just update it, and it's all good. When it comes to single player, like games with campaign, you need a new game after a while. The multiplayer gets so overplayed, you need a new game. But when it comes to games with just straight multiplayer, yeah, just continue adding stuff to it and stuff like that. Maybe in the future you play a storyline or just, what Dead by Daylight does is they do little, how do I explain it, like little cutscenes in the Rift ever since they did that. So you get a little backstory of what people who you play as are, what they did, and stuff like that. I mean, I can't really think of a campaign for Dead by Daylight.
Is that like a Fortnite update then?
What do you mean?
When you update Fortnite, sometimes they're like, it would have a cutscene of like one of the skins, like, the lake is moving or something like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. Just like, let's take one of the characters.
I mean, Call of Duty also does that too.
But yeah, let's take one of the characters like Dwight. He's been like day one survivor since it came out X amount of years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And 4 years is the 4-year anniversary. But, when they said they never really pay attention to much of the characters before. They just made them. They didn't think of a backstory. They didn't think of a heritage. They didn't think of anything like that. But now that the community is getting so big, they're like, oh, now we got to think of, stories for our characters. And like, there's no campaign. You just got to add that into there, the lore into it. But that's for multiplayer games. If you have a single player game like Fallout, Assassin's Creed, or Call of Duty, you need a campaign for a little backstory.
Yeah.
You need something new. Dead by Daylight gets away, or multiplayer games gets away in general, with just adding a little lore into it. Because you don't really need much thought into it. If they did a campaign,
I mean, yeah, like games don't even need. Not all games need a campaign, obviously. Like the Counter-Strike Condition Zero came out, and everybody hates that one. That's a campaign one. And then I'm assuming there's gonna be a major update a couple of years into like the PS5 and Xbox Series X timeline to like maybe advance, or maybe they're just gonna say fuck it and it's gonna be the same thing. And like with like a slight resolution bump and like little bit better textures, you gotta like squint your eyes at and watch this like Digital Foundry video about the grass is a little bit
sharper and greener.
Yeah, sharper. Yeah.
I can see photosynthesis happening as we look at it.
Yeah, but then you actually play it and like it's barely that big of a difference.
Yeah, you gotta get like the 8K TV to actually notice it and run it all the way.
Yeah,
and it's just like, this is really worth it. Not really, just for some nice sharper graphics.
And I think that's the main thing with publicly traded companies and their games, because Valve doesn't do it, or Valve is not publicly traded, but like, I mean, Counter-Strike is Counter-Strike. That's like made by the community, so it's the same thing. Like that one shouldn't be changed. But like when it comes to like games like GTA, like like you said, maximize profits without really like investing too much into like making it so that makes their investors happy. So and that's the point of the company once it's publicly traded to do that.
The point is to make money.
You Activision with all that stuff. Well, Activision / Blizzard with like that stuff, but that's why like the non-publicly traded companies like CD Projekt Red, they're still making games, and like they're not like being tracked because a lot of people games want to have them. Like EA got so much backlash over wanting.
EA is absolutely garbage.
Single player games aren't financially profitable.
No, they're not. But like, I mean, it's for the fans. You make
no, they are. They are. It's just that they're dumb. Like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order made a lot of money.
Is it did right? They didn't do like play to play. This over here like, hey, here's a good storyline.
They were wrong.
They are.
Okay, and then speaking of EA, a lot of pretty much all the games that from what I could tell went to Steam, and EA Access is coming to Steam.
Is it?
Like, you know how Origin Access?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming to Steam too. So you can like buy the subscription for EA and then play like how Xbox Game Pass, which is weird because like Valve doesn't have that. But I mean, what the heck would you play from Valve? Old games, because they don't make any new ones.
No, they have Steam. Why would you make a new game?
Exactly. And then but I think that's weird, seeing as how like EA was like the first one to break away from Steam and make Origin, because now you got Uplay and then you got all that other garbage. But like, and Bethesda has a Bethesda game launcher. Oh yeah, I remember trying to log in to play a game Bethesda. I'm just like, when in the world did this become a thing? Yeah. So, and then I think it's because of the Epic Game Store is so popular, and the Epic Game Store is giving away like a bunch of free games. I got GTA 5. Well, speaking of GTA 5, I got GTA 5 for free. You just gotta claim it and then it's yours. Yeah, I haven't gotten to claim it in my free games. And also Ark Survival Evolved. That's like another pretty expensive game. Yeah, it is. So maybe they were like feeling pressured and like they just joined together. But the reason EA left in the first place was because Steam takes up so much of the profit. Like, so like all the money goes to the publisher except for like since Steam's like the distributor. I think it was like something like near, or actually is like 20%. So if the game costs $60, Steam is taking $20. No, that's not right. That's $100. Yeah. Whatever. They're taking 20%. They're taking that, which is a lot of the profit of the game. That is. I mean, if it was like 10%, like, all right, understandable, but 20% is a good amount. Yeah. So maybe like there's some behind the scenes, like Steam is not, or Valve is not taking that much from EA just so they can have all the games under Steam. There's been that way, like Steam isn't like getting like that way. Epic Game Store isn't like possibly gonna overtake Steam, so they're just making agreements. Everyone makes fun of Epic Game Store, don't they? Like, I've seen. Yeah, but it's still big. It's still big. It's still big, but I mean, when you think about it, would you rather play a game off? Would you rather trust Epic Games or Steam? Well, Steam, but there was a lot of games that were just coming exclusively to the Epic Game Store, like Borderlands 3, the Outer Worlds, Metro Exodus. Yeah, you had those exclusive for like 3 months on there, and you're just like, do I really want to go into Epic Games? Like, one of my cousins was just like, I had to wait 3 months to play Borderlands 3. Yeah, because you don't want to. He doesn't want to go and buy it off the Epic. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not buying this off of this. I'm like, I understand it, but then he explained to me, like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it off of that. I think Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to be Epic Games exclusive as well. Oh, God, I don't know if that got trend. I don't know if I'm speaking. Well, luckily for me and you, we have a PS4 and an Xbox. On the PS4. Well, yeah, obviously now. Are you gonna play? The PS4 is trash right now. Well, no. Well, I mean, like, well, my version.
I want to get like if I'm gonna buy Cyberpunk 2077, I'm putting on the Xbox.
Well, yeah, because you have the Xbox Series.
The Xbox X,
One
X.
Yeah.
Series X is guys confused.
Yeah. I normally get that stuff right. That's weird. I'm gonna get that on PC. But if it's got a
If that's a 3 months, are you gonna get on?
Oh
Xbox?
no! That's actually, you know what, CD Projekt Red. No, I must not be thinking correctly because CD Projekt Red owns their own type of Steam type of thing.
Okay.
And it's like the RM3. That's where I bought The Witcher 3 that long ago. So I'll probably just get it from them. Oh, I'll still get it from Steam. If it's on Steam, it's got to be on that. If it's between that there, which is GOG or whatever you call it, and then Epic Games Store. Fuck Epic Games Store. I'm not buying it.
No.
I'm just claiming their free games.
Yeah, I'm never gonna claim their free games, and they're gonna log into that thing.
Okay, do you have anything else to talk about?
No, I think we covered everything we had to talk about today. So I mean, episode
This is episode 4.
4, a month in.
Yeah.
We made it a month.
Still not giving up.
Still not gonna give up. So if you watch
Never
this,
gonna give you-
like and subscribe. We will get better as time goes on. Hopefully, if not,
This new,
give us feedback. One day we'll probably buy a green screen, maybe.
Yeah, we gotta see how much this costs.
Until then, watch our little clips we keep posting as we play games. CS:GO, Dead by Daylight, maybe Overwatch if my computer don't die. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.